It's Drop'em 78, day 22, and it's the Eight of Batons from Dame Fortune's Wheel Tarot. And we have another image from the same medieval handbook or housebook as yesterday. And Houston has made them appear to even be the same people. So here's yesterday's card. And they're wearing similar clothing and carrying a similar falcon or hawk. And they're supposed to be a couple of folks out hawking with their dog and horse who seem to also be having a nice time. And in the medieval housebook, which I mentioned before, can instruct on a bunch of things, including astrology, it's supposed to represent the actions of people who are influenced by the planet Jupiter. And that's the celestial body we have up here. I've mentioned in the past in my longer videos that in medieval and early Renaissance art, celestial bodies or any flash of light, things like that, are often depicted in ways that look to our modern eyes like suns, which kind of explains why in the My Sun Do or the Tower card in the TDM, it looks like lightning's coming out of a sun, but that's really just lightning depicted as a celestial body. So here is Jupiter depicted in a way that might look like a sun to us. Any of my astronomy peeps who have any insight on how this represents people living under Jupiter, I would be interested to know. For Atea, this was a card of the countryside, which included agriculture, but also meadows and woods, as well as pleasure and tranquility and sport or pastime for amusement. So these folks and their critters are participating in some pleasurable sport. And Houston saw it as an interlude, a tranquil interlude between the adjacent two cards. So this one being a negotiation of some kind. And I didn't look closely at the next one, but it looked like a couple of dudes wrestling, so definitely not tranquil. Reversed, he saw this as a dispute or misunderstanding, also uncertainty and indecision, which seems to be the reverse meaning for a lot of these cards. But upright, Houston sees it as a card of harmony and balance. And when I think of eights, I definitely think of balance, since I relate them back to the Justice card, as well as the moon. I also see them as kind of doubling up on the stability of the fours, like a second story onto the house, and then just the order and natural cycles like those of the moon, for example. And even just the appearance of the batons themselves seems to give off the impression of strength and stability. My detail for today is this Jupiter depiction, which I think is cool. And again, let me know if you have any insight on how people are governed by Jupiter. And my day was pretty tranquil and even harmonious. The winds are shifting a bit in the United States politically, which I think has brought some relief to a lot of us. So I'm definitely enjoying that. And I'll be back with you tomorrow for the Nine of Batons. Thanks again for being here.